We are live. We are live. We are live. What's going on, my brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
How's everybody in the chat? Super Dave, the man with the plan, over there dropping the
Yep.
links as always. Always got to give
Yep.
this guy a shout out.
Oh yeah.
Truly dedicated. Uh,
Yep.
he's here when I'm not here.
Yep.
I mean, it's just simply amazing. We really do appreciate it. And there's Jeff. Hey man,
Hey
you've been
Jeff.
fishing, right? We hadn't been
Jeff.
on since you've been fishing.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying something to Jeff.
No.
Yeah.
No, I hollered at Jeff, but you've been fishing since last
Yeah.
week,
Yeah. I
right?
took Byron Burns out. His boat.
That's what's up.
He had a problem with his trailer. His hub blew.
Uh
Now he
huh.
needs a new axle, so he didn't have no boat. And I was going to the lake anyway to do some messing around with my boat, the Ranger. So yeah, we went. We
Yeah.
got we got a bunch of slabs, man. We went all over the lake. Man,
Cool.
not first time ever. Get to the lake 5 minutes before I'm at the ramp. I forgot my rods. I had to
I've
borrow one
had
of
that
his.
happen twice already.
Yeah,
Hey, I had it happen while I was out guiding.
yeah, I remember that. Bluegill had to give you a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we started
yeah.
the trip off using some B&Ms with some 6 pound mono.
Oh
Now
man,
you know that don't work on my boat.
right.
The B&Ms could work, but not 6 pound
Yeah,
mono. Not the type of fishing that I do.
right.
Yes, sir. So how was the fishing? That's what I want to
Yeah,
hear about.
fishing was
I
good.
know you. I
Fishing
know
was
the
good.
boat did good.
Yeah, and I used one jig. He had a jig on there. I can't, and I didn't even change it. Used it all day.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a bluegrass.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep, used it all day. As long as that bait was in front of the fish, they were gonna take it.
What's y'all's water temp up there?
Oh man, what was it? Let me see. I got a couple graph pictures.
See.
60, but it warmed up since, so it's probably got
Okay.
a little higher. Water temp was 60.42.
Oh wow.
That
I'd
was in
love to see that
13 feet
down
of
there.
water. Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably has gone up since because we've had some warm weather.
Were 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 they aggressive? Were they hitting aggressive?
Nah, some of them were, but most of them weren't. You had to sit it
Yeah.
there a little while.
I'll tell you what. This water temp down here has jumped back up into the low 70s.
Right.
And man, the fish were starting to gather up when that water temp was low 60s and into the 50s. But now, man, I'm telling you, these fish are so confused down here now. I'm basically fishing on the bank to catch some fish, and that's some fish. But I'm
Right.
also catching fish out to 18 foot of water.
Bam.
What sense does that make?
Yeah.
It don't.
I
I don't
think
understand it.
I think the shallowest we fished was maybe 10 to about 16.
Yeah, yeah. But if you're not seeing them out there deep,
Yeah.
where else do you?
I
You
wanted to.
only have
I
one
should have checked
choice.
around 4 or 5 foot, but I didn't.
Yep, 3 foot. I'm talking about the bank, and there's some cypress knees, and it got some other junk in there with it that's washed in
Oh,
on it.
okay.
And man, being able to see those fish
Hmm.
is a chore. And I had to get rid of my split shot. Lost two jigs behind the split because I'm having to go into the stroke. I mean, I can see them up
Right.
under the limbs that's right there. And this is my first time ever having to do this.
Hmm.
Fish this shallow for them. But it's a constant change, man. I mean, these
Yeah.
fish, and if you don't make those changes, you end up with the skunk in your boat.
Yep. Hey, Jeff.
Yes, sir. Mike Skinner, I hadn't
Michael. Yep.
shouted out a bunch of people, man. I really do appreciate you guys joining us. Somebody has been fishing, y'all. Let me know. I know
Yep.
there's somebody been fishing. I noticed somebody's been fishing. Slick, what's going on, my man? Fishing 14. Hutch 8, what's going on, my man? Super Dave, please go ahead and hit that
Yep.
thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Super Dave. There's Dunn. Good news, fellas. Got my cast off. All right. And
Oh,
they
cool.
removed the pins. Put some butterfly stitches on the cuts and put me in a semi hard cast. Okay, going fishing tomorrow for five
Oh, sweet.
days in the Everglades. Oh man,
Oh man, that's cool.
that's sweet.
Yep.
Glad to hear that. You're on the road to getting back to normal living. That's what's up. Mike Jones is in the house. What's going on, my man? Fishing
Hey, Mike.
14 says water temp 50 in Missouri. Crappie on fire. Catching shallow and deep. Man, I wish our water temps would get down because man, those fish get so much more aggressive. And speaking of they're I'm gonna tell you something. Dead sticking is not that's an understatement.
Hmm.
And man, the wind has been pretty bad down here. And we've been having to get that jig, I mean, right there. And if you give it action, yeah, I had a client and he just and it eats me up too to not give my jig action. Because if that fish is not reacting, it seemed like if you would shake that jig or give some type of action to that jig, it would get his attention.
Right.
But that's not what's happening. They want that bait to get in their face and stay there.
Right.
And now some of the fish we're having to just slightly touch them with that jig, and but still not giving it any action. Just touch it and just leave it right there. And there's slab B.
Slab B, what's up?
And the crazy thing about those fish, it seems like most of those are the ones that turn around and knock fire from the jig.
Bam.
The ones that see the jig when you put it right there, they just hitting up on it. I mean, it's just it's
Bam.
crazy. Slab B says summer won't die here in Bama. Yeah, it's the same thing here. It was in the 80s
Yep.
today.
I think it's supposed to
Go
start
away. Yeah,
cooling
it's
starting
November.
tomorrow.
I think we
Rain
got to
tomorrow.
87 here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to have rain here
Tomorrow, let me
tomorrow
see.
evening. What was y'all's temp up there today? Did it get into the 80s?
80. Yeah, it's 70 something right now.
Oh wow,
Yeah, 74 right now.
man.
But tomorrow the high
There's
is
JJ.
66. Then Friday 54 is the high. Then it's going to be in the 50s for a couple days.
Yeah.
Low 46, 48.
Fishing by the numbers. What's going on, my man?
Yeah,
Good
next
seeing you,
3
my
days
man.
north wind. Hey, fishing by the
Yeah.
numbers. What's up, man?
Yeah, hopefully it picks up that bite tomorrow
Yeah.
with that front coming. But man, this lake down here has just been man, it's just whew. I was on
Right.
Conroe with Jeff yesterday
Oh,
and
okay.
the wind shut us down. I mean, we before the wind got up, we found some piles that had some active fish on it, but I got to fish with the pole again. We went out with Jeff with his boat.
Which setup does he have?
Yeah,
You know which
106 and LVS
which pole
34. Oh, I think
which pole?
it's a homemade, but he got the
Okay.
sea light. He got a sea light also, but
Okay.
and he's thinking about adding the sea light to the front of his boat where it needs to be. Where it needs to be. I mean, it worked me like crazy because
Yeah.
I mean, still caught fish. I mean, it still made it work. He got a 106 on his console, and he got the pole right there beside the
Okay.
console. But up front, he had I think a 93 SV,
Hmm.
but we couldn't get it to connect. It wouldn't connect. I
Uh,
don't know if he got a bad cable or what,
is it
but
are they networked together or?
yeah, I think his communication cable may have been faulty or
Oh,
something.
okay.
But we was also running on 10 volts
Oh,
the
okay.
whole
Yeah.
day, so that may have
Yeah.
had something to do with it too. But I got his unit dialed in. You can see the fish, you can see the
Right.
jig, and He's all dialed in, and got to take home some nice fillets.
Yep, that's good.
So that's and mostly we fished Conroe. It's back up in the 70s too. Water temp. We fished mostly 16 to about 20 foot of water,
Hmm.
and that's where we found the fish. Most of them are super tight to the structure. And I'm not understanding that because we've had some cloudy days down here, man. But these fish are sticking up under the structure like you wouldn't believe.
Hmm.
You
Yeah, they were
you
deep
you
in some
will
brush piles.
Yeah, you will
I
not see
noticed
them on
that.
top of the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I don't understand it. Fisher 14 says sent pic SK of crappie with eggs. Okay. Oh, okay. Man, I didn't know that was you. That was a different name. All right. I took some pictures of I did some whole fries the other day. I went back out after my client trip because I struggled so bad. So I went back out and caught a few fish. So you know what? I'm gonna do some whole fry. And got there and clear. So let me just see what the egg sac look like in these things. And they're starting to form. I'll post my pictures up as soon as I get a chance. But I've been ripping
Right.
and running here lately. But yeah, they are starting to form. Here's a new name, K Julian.
Yep.
They
Louisiana.
are slow in Louisiana. Water is low. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. It's they lowered to Lake here, Lake Houston, to do some work on the dam, but then they shot it back the water level back up. There's Roadhog. What's going on, my man?
Hey, Roadhog, what's up?
Just driving. Okay, you have a safe trip back home.
Yep.
He went out to the lease today.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he's seen some small bucks, but
Hmm.
doesn't worth taking a shot at. Daniel, what's going on, my man?
What's happening, Daniel?
Hey, did you get your list together?
No. I've been messing with this boat and doing orders,
Yeah.
trying to get caught up.
Yeah.
But it's mostly the mad stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Chris, what's going on, my man? There's Slick
Slick,
hollering
what
at
up? Hey, Chuck.
hollering at fishing by the numbers. Chuck, what's going on, my man? Johnny James, SK, it was not cancer. Oh, that's great news there, brother.
Yeah.
I have a hyperthyroid. Okay, that's something that
Oh,
they can take
cool.
care of.
Yeah.
They can take care of that. It's
Yeah.
just great to hear that it's not cancer.
Yeah. That's good.
Without a doubt, man. That's good news right there. What's going on, Mark? And again, man, I barely made my live here. I'm ripping and running today. I was ripping
Catfishing
and running
crappie, what's
today.
happening?
Yep. Dunn says have about 3 weeks in the boot, and I should be
As
as
good
good
as
as new.
new. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so you got to be 3 weeks in Louisiana, if I'm understanding it right.
3 weeks, so he got that boot, that temporary boot.
Oh, the tip, yeah.
Yeah.
My mind's not here tonight. My mind's not here tonight. Yep, good,
Thinking about fishing.
cool. Yep. You say you going tomorrow?
Yep. The Everglades. Oh man, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Slappy says a mad bite, not a hungry bite. Hey, man,
Yep. Yep.
that's exactly what I've been telling my clients. These fish are not eating because they're hungry.
Right.
The only reason why they're hitting that jig is to get it out of their face.
Yep.
That is the only reason why. That is so true. Man, I tell you, this me. I've always said that me and Slap Big get on the boat, man. We be a team. Me and this guy. There's so many things that he says that just line up, you know, with my thinking.
Right.
There's Al Booster. What's going on, my
Booster, what's
man?
happening?
Kusi. What's going on, fellas? Just
Lucy, what's
getting
happening?
in off the water. Caught 15 good ones
Oh,
with
cool.
one over three even. Wow.
Oh
What lake were
man,
you on?
I know that's right.
This time of year for a fish to be 3 pounds, that's a big fish. That's a big fish. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, fish of a lifetime
Yeah.
right there.
Yep. Yep. Slab B is supposed to start here tomorrow, and it's gonna run into next week. Yeah, I got several trips I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
reschedule again. Says post rain here Friday, but only going down to 65. That ain't good enough. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. We need a little
Black
cooler weather.
smoke. Black Smoke Matter says if the wind is blowing from the west, fishing is the best. If the wind is blowing from the north, go home. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I don't like a north wind, but I'll fish in it.
Yeah. Timothy. Water temp has been around 63, still biting at Lake Watery in the
Okay.
Midlands of South Carolina. That's what's up, man.
Hmm.
I wish our fish would. Well, they're as confused as we are with this weather. So
Yeah. Yeah, Cindy
it
Cooper
makes it
over there.
tough, man. When those fish are scattered like that
Yeah.
from 3 foot of water on the bank out into open water, 18 foot deep, and that's
Right.
crazy. Fisher 14 says wind blowing from south blows bait in their mouth. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Thumpaholic. He says hair jigs, hold it to them. There you
Oh
go.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put it. I'll leave it on their nose just till I get a reaction.
Yeah. Timothy said they were biting around 20 foot there.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, I was
cool.
talking to a guy today fishing 50 foot deep in
Wow.
Tennessee. Yep. Old Hickory.
Is
That
he is
water's
he using live
clear.
scope?
Yep. Yep.
Really?
50 foot
That
deep.
has to look like a.
Yeah.
Those fish have to look really small unless he's
Yeah.
running. Well,
I
even
fish
on
50 foot.
16, 15.
Yeah, I fish 50 foot deep on Fork in the winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
How do how,
crazy.
how do the fish look? Are
Yeah,
they
they look
really
tiny.
small?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see a little
Can you
group
see
of
your
them
jig?
though. Yeah, yeah. You see a jig and everything. Yep.
Wow.
You can see a little 132nd.
Wow.
Yep.
Just a dot though, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
What did
But
you
I
have your
go
forward
off of
on?
that. Probably 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you had your depth at what, 55 or 50?
Just, just it depends. Sometimes if the I'll be in like 65 foot of water, so
Okay.
I'll tune it in just below them fish.
Where the fish are?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
Yeah. A lot of 3 pounders been caught 50, 45, 50 foot deep on Fork.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There'll
Well,
just
that
be a
lake
single
there, it
fish there.
yeah, that lake just can't surprise me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just crazy how
Yeah.
many fish that Durngone Lake puts out.
Oh
Absolutely
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. And it still puts out.
Yeah. Yep. The amount of fish that come out of that lake is, man, it
Yeah.
seemed like it would run dry, but it's just day after day after day. You see them guys
Yep.
posting,
Exactly.
and most of them are doing morning trips and evening trips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wish we had it that easy down here. Slap B says he's talking to Black Smoke. How about when the wind is blowing in circles? What do I need to do?
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, that happens a lot here.
Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be a day. It's going to come out of south. Then at noon, it's going to switch around to the north.
Yeah. JR says those crappie no SK is after them. That is
Yeah.
why they are hiding in the structure. There's Jeff. What's going
Hey,
on, my
Jeff.
man? Jeff was out on the lake today.
Okay.
Yep, that was a tough one today. Still, man, we caught
Crappie
good
tamer, what's
fish,
up?
but
Yeah.
yeah, we caught good fish, but it's just it's work.
Yeah.
JLD down says SK might book a trip with you in the near future. My sister-in-law lives in Houston, which I will fly from Florida. will get with you. Can you
Okay,
handle?
cool.
Oh, without a doubt, we get along just fine. Come on with it. Cool front coming through tonight here. Okay. Yeah, it'll be here tomorrow evening.
Yep.
That's what's bringing the rain. Murdoch, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Murdoch.
Says it's strange how on some lakes crappie will be locked on structure and suspended on others. And I'm talking about similar geographic location, without a doubt.
Right.
Without a doubt. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, but
Right.
it's just like Conroe, uh, it's right up the road. But the fish there are they're still holding really tight to that structure.
Right.
But it's just
How's
and here's
Conroe
what's
fishing right
really
now?
it's
Better than
still
Houston or
no,
about the
I
same?
still think I the thing is with the wind. The
Yeah.
the wind has been so bad, man, and Conroe can be a booger bear in high winds. Slabs fishing circles. Need high 40s air temp, water temp around 50. If I had my way, I'm with you.
Yep.
Black smoke matters. That's exactly what I do. Yep. JR says SK watch Big Catch Fishing Mississippi video. He didn't have any under 13. That would be great on Lake Houston.
Oh wow.
Huh. That's what's up.
Yep.
It's rare it blow in one direction here because of the contours. Yeah, same with Lake Houston. Wind bounce off the wood lines
Mm.
of the land here, mostly hills and mountains around here. Yep, that's what happens. That's what happens. And I'm gonna tell you, man, Lake Houston, that man, it's something about that lake that the wind is. You can hide from the wind, but even though you're in a protected area, you best believe you can have your boat facing into that the direction that that wind's coming, and you're gonna have to do a 360 because it's gonna hit you from your back for a little bit,
Yep.
and that makes boat control really really tough.
Yep.
Yes, it does. Jr. He's got his transducer on the right way now. He got it on the troll motor, and I hadn't had a chance to just sit down and chat with him, but
Uh huh.
me and you was talking today that uh I was talking about Jeff that was out there today too, was saying that his boat moves a lot, but the thing is you have to get that jig to that fish really fast.
Right.
And you can't be fumbling around with your reel. You gotta. And what I do is when I spot that fish, I get at least enough line out to get to the fish.
Right.
I do that before I get that fish to
Yep.
my target
Same
range,
thing.
so that
Yep.
when I get there, I'm just dropping straight
Yep.
down there. If
Same
I have to
thing.
pull out a foot, I run a loose
Yep.
drag. I just grab my line and strip it out
Yep.
and get the jig to the fish. And
Yep.
I mentioned last week talking about how you got to work your rod, because if you think you can just put your rod right in front of that troll motor and take your boat to it, you're gonna struggle. Pushing your rod out as you're coming up to that fish, push your rod out to get that jig to him faster. And as that boat tries to pass that fish up, you can be pulling your rod back, and that just gives that fish more time to see that bait, react to it, and possibly hit it. So those are just things that I do to uh, to help me, keep my bait in that strike zone a little
Yeah.
bit longer.
Yeah. I always see people throwing the bait and then they're stripping line. I'm like, you should have done that before you get to the fish.
Right.
I
Yep.
always have at least about a foot extra because I pull the line a lot, so that a foot or two I could
Yeah.
just adjust with my other hand.
Exactly.
I'd
Yeah.
rather have a little too much than not enough.
Yeah. or you can just raise up on your rod a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
we all
Yep.
using long rods now.
Yep.
So Fishing 14 says crazy. We pulled up in one cove, had a laydown from bank into water in 3 foot of water, and had tons of crappie on it. Acted like they were trying to spawn. Meant to take pic of male with white. Okay, yeah, I got some sperm sack
Mm,
pics too.
mhm.
I can't say that they trying to spawn now, but it's kind of crazy that they up there on that bank like that.
Right.
It's really crazy.
There's probably some bait over
It's
there.
really crazy.
They're over there for a reason.
Yeah, yeah. There's Miss Stephanie. Where you been?
Hey, Miss
How have you
Stephanie.
been? Is everything good with you? That's Twain. Okay. JR says those pine trees act like, yep, tall buildings. The wind
Yeah.
swirls around them. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they do. Dunn says, do you live in Houston? I'm from Freeport, Texas. My mom has 7 sisters and 3 brothers, so I have plenty of relatives in Texas. Yes, I live
Oh,
in
cool.
Houston, north side of Houston. I'm not in the city limits, but I'm on the north side of Houston. Yes, sir. Murdoch Steve, you got crappie brakes on that Ranger?
No, I got them on my Stratus. They're gonna come off and go on the Ranger. I'm just waiting for power pole brackets. They're back order on them, so I need to call power pole tomorrow. It's been 2 weeks. They said 2 weeks.
Oh man. Whew. I'm like that old rooster, y'all. The sun go down, I get tired now.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Oh,
Toothache.
toothache. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
you
not
still
good.
battling
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Hey,
they're
I
not
gotta.
good.
I know you probably don't want to laugh right now, but I gotta. This is. Don't take this serious. It's a joke. I got a fix for that. I got some vice grips right here in my toolbox.
Mm. Yeah,
It's
toothaches
not a
are no
laughing
joke.
matter, but I
Yeah,
mess with everybody that tells me they have a toothache. I got some
yeah,
pliers to help you. Toothache and earache is not fun at all. Fish follow the bait. Huh. Yeah, they rarely do any chasing here, especially not right now.
right.
Yeah, they
Yeah, you see
they're
them
not.
videos of guys casting, the fish come 10 feet.
Yeah.
That don't happen to
Yep.
me.
No, not here. That's why a lot of people struggle here, man. And on top of that, uh, the lake that y'all fished, that you fished the other day,
Yeah.
where the fish schooled up. Did you pull up on a pile and see
No,
10 to 15
not a
fish,
lot.
maybe?
No, maybe
Yeah,
three, four.
yeah.
If you got
So a
two of
lot of
them, you were
movement.
lucky. Yeah.
Did it have timber? Were they on
No, no
timber
timber,
or
just brush. There's no timber
brush
on that
piles?
lake. Yeah.
Okay.
And some of them, they were so deep in it, I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to mess around and lose any jigs. They were real deep. So I just
Yeah.
found the ones that I just keep it on top of them and have them come out. They didn't
Right.
like coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times, what I'm seeing now here is if you do get them to stand up without hitting the bait, and slightly raise it, if they do follow it, they won't clear that brush pile.
Right.
They'll
It's
come
like
up
a
to the top of
boundary.
it, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a boundary. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
They're protected.
This is this is all brand new for me. I'm telling you
Yeah.
now. I've never seen these fish act like this. So I'm not for sure what's changed or what. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's the pressure, but I've been fishing. Yeah, I try to fish the stuff that don't get beat up,
Right.
and I can't say that it's pressure uh, on those piles, but there's something going on. I don't know what it is.
Yep.
Miss Stephanie says, but better than the weekend. That's what's
Oh,
up.
yeah.
That's what's up. Thump Pollock says they are under that brush.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Yep.
Got to entice them. Yep.
Yep.
That's the deal. You got to
Yep.
entice them.
Once I see a reaction, usually
Yeah.
it's on.
And the thing too is when you're guiding and those fish are like that, man, it's so hard to have a brand new person understand that these fish are being finicky
Right.
and that they need to do. And I'm gonna tell you something. When they do bite the bait, if you don't set it right now,
Yeah.
they spit it right back out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had a client out today. There was a few times where he was like, "I didn't feel that. I don't care. Set the hook. You just see
Yep.
him
Yep.
dart at
Yep.
it. Set it.
Yep.
Just set it.
Yep.
Hook sets are free."
Yep.
And when it's tough to get on those fish like that, man, and they do bite, and it's a miss hook set, man, it makes it really
Yeah.
frustrating. Jerry's crappie life. Nice to see I'm not the
Yep.
only one cussing the wind. That's right.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But I'll tell you this: no wind is worse than high wind in my
Yep.
book.
Yep.
I've thought about it. We're talking about the flyers.
Yeah. Especially when it starts getting in the nerve and stuff. Oh man.
Yeah. Yep. Fisher 14 says, tired of my brother, wanted to check in. Huh. Yeah, Murdoch, I'm with you on that too, man. Me and Steve was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
they just need to leave it alone. I mean,
Yep.
it's just, yep, I hate the time change. Ain't going no time. Ain't got no time to do anything after work.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
it's dark.
It's getting dark. Yeah.
Yep, bug them with that jig. That's right.
Yep.
That's what we have to do. That's what we're having to do right now. Yeah, that's right, Miss Stephanie. Super Dave. Black Smoke says, my theory is you find bait, you find fish.
Yep.
Somewhat.
Most of the
Yep,
time.
yep, yep.
Yeah. Not 100%. I've seen a lot of
Not,
crappie and nothing around
that's right.
because the bait's moving too.
Yep, exactly. There's JJ. What's going on, my man?
What's happening,
Thank you for
JJ?
joining us. Super Dave dropping those links over there. Murdoch says, watched a vid from the res yesterday. Guy was having to work for him pretty good. I mean, hit him on the head. Then he drops on this one fish that darted 5 foot to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sometimes you'll be on a fish, put on one fish head, another one will come on and
Another
get
one
it.
comes
Yeah.
exactly,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
usually those smaller fish.
Yep. Yep. They're more aggressive.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Need to get those slacking on them. Oh, get those thumbs up. Thank you, Miss Stephanie. Help support the
Yeah. Let
channel,
me do
please. I'd
mine.
really appreciate it. We're not talking about nothing but crappie fishing. I mean, if you're a crappie fisherman and enjoy what we're talking about,
Yep.
yes, please do hit that thumbs up. But I thought it was a bluegill peck. It was a slab miss hook set. Wow. Wow. I'll tell you this. This is my thinking on this. And I know that me and Steve talk about this a lot. Those small fish will knock fire from a jig.
Oh yeah.
But those big fish, and my thinking on that is the smaller the fish, he got to hit that bait hard to kill it. A big fish is gonna put in his mouth and crunch it up. He don't have to kill it.
Yep. Yep.
But a big fish don't want that bait to hurt him, so he knocks fire from it to kill it.
38 thumbs up, and I don't know how many people are on.
Yeah, it's all good. JR says, check the bottom of your boat, SK. Those crappie you release put a warning sign on the bottom of your
They see it coming.
boat. That's funny.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, just the hunt. That's what I like. A new
Yeah, yeah.
day, a new hunting adventure.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of moving, man. I'm talking about, man, my Tromo. I'm surprised my Tromo to still work.
Man, yeah, I see a bunch
I
of
am
guys that trolling
surprised.
motor problems lately.
Yeah. Well, I got mine taken care of. You know that old
Yeah.
it messed up on me, that Ultera.
Right.
But I replaced those magnets in there for those sensors, and it's been pretty daggone
Yeah.
good ever since. It's actually
Yep.
quieter than it was when it was new.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I'm
all the
having
belts.
problems with my Garmin. It's the mount, and I remember I use my old mount, but I have the center sections brand new. I have
Uh huh.
to when it locks down, it has two fingers that come up. I have to
Mm-hmm.
push down on the trolling motor to when I pull the cord, it's binding
Oh, to
some
make a
way.
release.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's binding upward pressure on. I think there's a
Right.
spring that yeah. So I have to get in there, and I probably just have to sand wherever that two locking teeth go in.
Yeah.
But I
Does it
figured it out.
require lubrication right there?
I don't know. That could be it too. I might grease it up.
Because yeah, there's a release pin on a locking pin, brother, on the Ultera,
Mhm.
and that's one of the hot spots. If that thing start sticking or
Yeah,
having trouble, uh, stowing
yeah,
or deploying, that's usually where it's dry at.
yeah, yeah. They're about half-inch thick squares. There's two of them. Yeah,
Uh huh.
it locks down pretty tough. Yeah, I
Yeah.
might try to grease. I'll just use some wheel bearing grease.
Now lithium.
No, lithium grease,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
white
Use
stuff.
something light. Yeah.
Okay.
Use something light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Murdoch says, "Ain't no rhyme or reason to crappie this time of year. Just go fishing and figure
Yep.
it out.
Exactly.
It'll get better as soon as winter sets in." You're
Yep.
right, Murdoch. You're right. But I tell you what, this is my first time ever seeing these fish as finicky as they are right now. I've
Yep.
never seen them this finicky. What's going on, Wayne? Say I almost missed the chat. Can't do that.
Hey, Wayne.
There's Mo Kush. What's going on, my man?
Hey, Mokush.
Timothy says, SK, do you ever use a heavy split shot like a number three and high? Yes, I'll use up to a quarter
Yeah.
ounce.
I like to use number sevens, but that's if I'm fishing maybe 15 foot. If I go more than that, then it all
I use
depends what the
number
fish want.
fours.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sometimes they want it light.
yeah,
Sometimes I'm fishing 20 foot. I'll use a 1/16 only. That's just what they want.
yeah. You talking about a jig head or a split
Yeah,
shot?
jig head. Sometimes I won't even
Oh,
use
okay.
the split shot because they don't want it.
Yeah.
I'll just use
Today
the
was
jig
my
head.
first time getting bit and catching fish using a 1/8 ounce head, and I can't tell you how long.
Yeah,
But I also had to remove my split shots today
right.
because of how deep in the structure the fish were.
Yeah,
And I'm telling you, something about that is something about that split shot that when it prevents you from getting a jig unsnagged.
yeah,
And I think it's just that wiggle that you can give that jig head to help it
right.
loosen itself. Super Dave says, I agree about aggressive bite from smaller fish. My larger fish barely could feel them. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I see it a lot. Super Dave says, when they small, they eating bait size. Oh, eating bait same size as them. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
No doubt. Thumpaholic says, Super Dave, it's heartbreaking to see it swim off and wish the hook set was harder. Yep.
yep, yep. Or when you miss it, you're like, man,
Yep.
that fish is like
Wayne,
looking at you.
exactly. What happened? And usually, if you have a miss hook set, usually you can cancel that fish.
Right. Yep. But
Usually.
sometimes they'll bite.
Sometimes,
There's a
yep,
small percentage.
small
Yep.
percentage.
Yep. I had
I
some
agree.
people saying, "Look, a fish bit twice." Yeah. Sometimes it'll happen, but the
Yep,
percentage is not that high.
it's not. Yeah, I have
Yep.
so many clients. Oh, he's still right there. He's right there. So okay, to put the jig close to him, and watch what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
Takes
not
off.
stupid. They
Now, a lot
know.
of times when you, especially if you give them a little pressure,
Yeah.
if you give them a little pressure or that hook just rim them a little bit on the edge of the lip, they gonna
Yeah.
you won't see them again. That's right, Wayne. Rain. We got rain coming, buddy.
Yeah. How's your lake level? Good.
Yeah, we're good. We're
Oh,
good.
okay.
Yep, that's right. JJ said yep. I use lithium too.
Yep.
What happened in Shepherd, Texas? I don't know. What happened?
Mm, yeah. Shepherd, Texas.
Chemical fire looked like. Oh wow, is that something that just happened right now?
Hmm.
Huh.
Where's that at? Shepherd, Texas.
I don't know. I've heard of it.
Oh,
I don't know.
Texas. Shepherd, Texas explosion.
Oh wow.
Oh, 8 hours ago. I didn't even hear about it.
Oh, it happened 8 hours ago.
Yeah, it's the NBC News 8 hours ago. Yeah, I didn't even. I've been working on the boat, and then I was
Yeah.
driving.
I've been fishing. I ain't have time
Yeah.
looking at my phone.
Mm,
I don't have time looking at my phone when I'm fishing. Thumpaholic says peace and fish grease. Thanks for the great combos. That's what's up, buddy. Appreciate you joining
yep.
us. Slappy say no telling where crappie liable to be with this crazy weather. Caught a 163 black off a dock in 3 foot of water Saturday.
Oh man.
Some shallow, some shallow fish all year long. Yep, yep. I don't I don't know, man. When you look long and hard out there, deep where they probably should. Well, I'm not gonna say deep. At least 8, 15 foot of water, and you're not finding fish. There's only you can either look and go 20 plus, or you can go up on the bank and look shallow. And that's what I've been doing. I've been seeing some fish up there shallow, but there's absolutely no pattern. No pattern. Now I will tell you that I've sort of figured you guys that fish Houston down here. If you get off in the East Fork, it's still heavy. It got a sort of a milky looking brown color to it. Steve's hot white has been the ticket. Most fish that I drop it on, that most of those come and hit it. You get into Lucy's Bayou, Mid Lake, and down south. What's been working for me is lemon lime, and I've been doing it with a pink head. I have two lemon limes on one on each, not tandem, but I have two rods. Both of them have a lemon lime bait on it. One's a plain head, plain lead head. Other one's a pink head. And yes, it makes a difference. I'll drop down there, catch a fish with the pink head, drop on the next one. He don't want it.
Yeah.
Drop the lead head down there, he takes it.
Yep.
Come up to the next fish, put the lead head down there, he don't want it. Drop the pink down there, and he nails it.
Man.
It makes a difference. Slappy says even in dead of summer, they all don't go deep, especially if there's a bad thermocline on your lake. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, we're dealing with the thermocline in the river now, really bad.
Hmm.
There's a light thermocline in the bayou and mid lake.
How deep's your
Light,
bayou?
light. It gets to 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's deep then.
Yeah. Man, not all over. It's just got pockets.
Yeah.
It's up and down. Yep. Black Smoke says today people was evacuated. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it's north east of Houston. It's over there just
Huh.
north of Cleveland, Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard of it. I just don't know where it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I was like, man. Yeah, they had a shelter in
Murdoch asked.
place.
Yeah. Trying to think of which direction the wind. Well, the wind was mostly south today. I think
Oh, okay.
southeast.
So going away from you.
So I don't think I. Yeah. SK, what made you upsize to 1/8? Were you just trying something different? Well, the fish that I seen today was really deep in the brush pile. I lost 3 jigs. Two I had the split shot on, and then I got away from the split shot and was still using a 30-second jig. And if any of you guys use micro jigs and know that if you get it snagged, it's really hard to work it out of that snag. And that's I went to a 16th. and lost another jig.
Hmm.
And that's when I went to the 1/8. And usually, if you don't rear back into if you touch brush and don't rear back into it, you can just shake it that
Yeah.
1/8 head, and it'll come out of there. And that's why I went to a 1/8 head.
You said it was 3 foot of water.
Well, not all of it,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but regardless, 3 foot or 18 foot,
Hmm.
they were deep in it.
Yeah.
Danny says it was up by Splendor. Okay, up by Splendor. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've been through Shepherd. I had to think about it for a minute.
Hmm.
It's not a big town though. Gerald said fire between Shepherd and Goodrich. I know where Goodrich
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Just south of
Due
Livingston.
south of Lake Livingston. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. I
Says
didn't see
Shepherd is
anything
just
about
north of
injuries or
Houston.
anything, so I don't know.
Yeah. Chuck says only had 4 Monday, but they were all over 2 pounds. White caps on the lake. 10-pound braid with 6-pound floral leader. 3/8 ounce barrel sinker above 1/16 hair jig. Green pumpkin.
Mm.
14 feet of water, and fish were hugging the bottom.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I've seen some sitting on the bottom too, away from structure.
Yeah. We seen some last weekend on the bottom.
Yeah, they're just all over the place, man. There's just no pattern, man. I'm talking about no pattern. Plants are called maypops. That's
Oh
funny. That's why those guys get paid all that money to work at them.
yeah.
That's a dangerous job. Yeah, Super Dave, that's right. Any fish over 2 pounds right now, that's a good
Oh
fish.
yeah.
And you on a 3 pounder, woo. Slappy says most big fish are on ledges here on Coosa River, stumps around 12 to 15 foot of water. See, now I could deal with that. If I had a pattern, whereas I could do that and be on fish, I'm good with it. But it's one here, two there, one here. Check 4 or 5 more in that same depth, and nothing,
Yeah.
and one there, and I mean it's just crazy. There's Blake. What's going on, my man? Say hit Lake Houston open lake this past weekend and saw the same. Extremely scattered, tight to structure, varying depths, finicky, tons of catfish. Yep, and bait everywhere. Yep. LT lemon lime was the winner.
Okay. Cool.
So there
Cool.
you go, right there.
Yep. Lemon lime. Yep.
Yep, there you go, right there.
Yeah. I was using a bluegrass, but I started thinking I should have went with that straight chartreuse, and I think that would have been the killer.
Yeah. The heavier the jig, the easier to get it back from brush
Yeah.
pile.
Yeah.
The weight helps it fall free, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah. I hardly ever lose jigs anymore. I'm pretty finesse
Yeah,
on my brush pile fishing now. I used to just
yeah.
yank, but no, that ain't the thing to do.
No, no. Now, a brush pile don't thump. So if you
Yep. Yep.
Blake says could tell deer season had opened because there weren't near as many boats out, and the water temps down. That's what's well,
Yep.
it was down. That's what's helping a lot with less boats, less wake boats, less jet skis, all of it. I seen 4 jet skis on the lake today, and to my surprise, they were very respectful. They slowed down, they waved as they went by, and a lot of people don't understand that on those jet skis. Those jet skis throw a wake as big as a boat.
Right.
But it was pleasant out there today. Very pleasant, even though we had to fight the wind and those stubborn fish. What's going on, Darian?
Hey, Darren, what's up, man?
Wayne says, I notice when my deer are feeding in the open field, the fish bite also. Huh. Gerald says, Monday I could not get any suspended fish to bite. Only the ones on structure showed any interest, but still a lot of short hits. Yep. When I get short hits, Jr. man, I'm not for sure what weight jig you're using. I try to go lighter
Right.
and smaller if I'm having short strikes. And also, now there are times where it's just like that, and they're just nipping that bait to say, "Get out of here." You know,
Yep.
they just don't want it in their face because they're not hitting these baits to eat right now.
Right.
It's just not. They're just not doing it. Larry, I think this is a new name. Larry here, Heron,
Okay.
fishing tough this year on this lake. They let the water down 4 foot every every 5 years, and they were hard to find 5 years ago. Also, yeah, I mean, if the water fluctuate due to a man, man's decision, it really does affect those fish. If it's just like with Lake Houston, they dumped a bunch of water and then they filled it back up. We also had rain come down from all the rain they had up north the other week. But those changes that's not natural, what I've seen throw those crappie off really bad.
Yeah.
It throws them off really bad. But there are lakes that they dump water out of, especially up north. Those
Right.
some of those lakes fluctuate 10, 15 foot
Yep.
and still got plenty of crappie in them.
Yep.
JR said he used 120.
132nd he meant. In the
Yeah, I think
148th. Yeah.
132nd. Yeah, and a 148. Those are light.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, he came back and said 132nd. I
Yep.
was going,
Yep.
what is a 123rd? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. Some
That's
people like
funny.
180th. I'm like, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. So have you moved any of that stuff yet? Have any people take advantage of that sale that you're running
No, not yet.
on the?
I need to get some pictures and stuff. The next live I'll
Yeah,
have it on the in a minute. I'll grab the stuff and then I'll show people.
yeah,
Yeah, let me do that now and I'll be right back.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Wayne says, "How will you adjust for the upcoming rain and weather?" Well, go out there and wet my jig, and see if I can entice them. Hopefully, it really can't get any worse than what it is now. I mean, these fish they're being really really stubborn right now. Black Smoke Matter says, "I just use grenades when fish are not biting." Murdoch talking to Wayne, I've seen that too. If you look at cylinder tables, you will see that happen at major and minor feeding times. Yep. Thank you, Super Dave. Any of you guys that are on Facebook, this is a Facebook group that we got going on over there. And trying to build this thing up, have people come on there and you can post reports, you can ask questions, you can post pictures. You go on a good fishing trip, take some pictures, some good fish, or go on a fishing trip and struggle. Let's talk about it over there. And this thing is up and running every single day. It's a pretty cool deal. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'll be back out there tomorrow and gonna give them a go again. Miss Stephanie says, do they bite better when a cold front is coming through a day before, after a cold front moves through, or does it really matter? It makes a difference, but if it's safe for me to go fishing, I'm going to go whether it's the day before, day of, or day after. I'm still going to go out there because all of the fish are not just going to shut all the way down. You still will be able to entice some fish on the worst condition there is. Especially, now you have live scope and you can, you're not fishing dry areas. So you have your chances of catching fish are greatly improved just by knowing that you're on top of fish. Brock says, I don't base my fishing and hunting on solo tables. Me neither at all, but most of the time is fairly accurate. Moon overhead and underfoot. I've definitely seen that moon affect fishing big time.
Oh yeah.
How do you fill your lunchbox for the day? A bag of peanuts and some drinking water. Rarely do I take a sandwich. Rarely do I take anything that requires me, to use my hands. It's usually a pack of peanuts or cashews or mixed nuts or something like that. Yes, ma'am. That's what we do on here. Try to help out when we can. If we don't, we're gonna ask somebody that's in the chat and see if they got a remedy for the issue we got going on or the question that's aroused. That's right, Wayne. Well, we're keeping up pretty good tonight, y'all.
Yep.
Keeping up pretty good with the chat. This is gonna be some stuff that y'all could get, man. If I'm probably gonna have to get me some more of that line myself.
Yeah. Okay. So I got Gamakatsu boxes. This is the 3200, and inside of it, it has slits in it. So you just
Hold on a minute.
put your
Hold
jigs.
on a minute.
I'll
Let me blow
open
you
one.
up so that you can. There you
Yeah.
go.
So you
Now,
got the Gamakatsu boxes, and they have slits in them, slit foam. So it already has the slots for all your jigs, jig heads, hand ties. I got two sizes. It's a 3200 box. That one will fit maybe 80, and then you have the bigger one. It's thinner. That'll fit over 100. $8 and $10. That's two of
wow.
them. Then you got graph cleaner. You got a microfiber, and you have the the solution. Two or three sprays on your graph. Usually at the beginning of your trip or after your trip. It all depends. $12. Braid. This is the yellow, but I have it in 10, 15, 20 pound green and chartreuse. $12. And then scissors, 325. Scissors,
Wow.
braid scissors. And then the button, fish counter,
I
digital.
need a.
Yeah,
I need another pair. I need. I'll probably do a couple pair of those scissors
yeah.
and another button because I need one for my jumbo.
And the button, I forgot I think these were 25. They have 30 on the website.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, that's what it is, 24.
Okay. Hey, give
And
me a
then
second, Steve, and grab
I got
something to drink.
smelly jelly, $10. It's the guide size, 4 ounces. And I have this is bait fish. I got garlic and bait fish, $10. This thing will last you years. And I have some more stuff, but that's it for now. Let me look at these. Any more questions? I think he was caught up. Yeah, today I was just surfing the internet and I seen this product called Quad Lock, and it's a lock for your cell phone. You mount a little plate on your boat or double-sided tape, and then you put your cell phone on and you twist it, and it locks on. And they're proving that it will not unlock. So I'm gonna get a couple for my boat. You can even have it by the front graph. A lot of people do live videos. Anyone using the Quad Lock, that cell phone, basically a holder. I was just curious what anyone thinks of it. They're having a Black Friday sale, 30% off. I noticed that. And then got me some Apple AirPods today. Walmart started their Black Friday online sale today. They have a lot of good deals. So if you guys looking for some deals, yeah, the AirPods were like $66, I think, 69 or 66. That was a pretty good deal I got today. But that quad lock, yeah, you have to check it out. Once I get it, install. Once I order it and get it installed, I'll do a video of it. And then Limits Tackle is going to do a YouTube channel. So look for that when I start fishing these big fish this weekend, this winter. So I'm gonna do a YouTube channel, just mostly short videos.
All right.
Yeah, yeah. I was telling them I'm gonna do maybe a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Mostly
Cool.
short videos. Yep,
Okay.
instructional. Yeah,
Yeah. That's what's up.
yeah,
Yeah, doing the shorts will be a lot better, man. I'm gonna tell you now. Putting
yeah. The
putting
long
together,
ones. Oh yeah, that's a lot of work.
man. That's
Yeah,
work, brother.
yep,
it
yep.
take it's not hard, but it's time consuming.
Right.
You know,
I don't
to
know
put
if
it
you
together
was
right.
done with the comments. I see. No, I don't have no fish culling markers, Jr.
Yeah, I
I
got. I'm ready to
use
get back on it now.
what I forgot what brand I use, but it's they have like a ratcheting so that it can't come out of the fish's mouth. I know a lot of guys use the big diaper pin style and they penetrate the gills, but I don't want
Uh
to
huh.
mess with the fish's gills. So yeah, this one just clamps. I think it's 1 through 8. Usually I'll keep a extra fish. So live well
Yeah.
management, man, especially in tournaments, man. You have a fish die, it could cost you thousands. I've seen a guy one fish die and it cost him $3,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
Black Smoke Matters say that my lunch while fishing is a couple of joints.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Stephanie Slayton says very true, Modoc. We prefer to fish the day before too, but we can only go on weekends because of the four-letter word work. We go when we can too.
Yep.
That's what
Yep.
matters right
Yep.
there.
Yeah, the
Steve, do
color.
you have
No.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought a new
Set.
it's in my boat already. I bought a new 15-foot Rapala tournament scale.
Okay.
Yeah, I took my old one and put it in my John boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot
There
of
was a
guys
few
are
of those.
using that Bubble Blade, I guess, came out with one.
Yep, yep.
It's Bluetooth to your
Oh,
phone.
really?
Yeah. Yeah. I never played with it, but yeah, I heard it's Bluetooth to your phone. Well, I got man, what's the name of it? I have one and it's Bluetooth to my phone.
Uh-huh.
Man, what's the name of it? Connect Scale.
Connect scale. Yep,
Yeah, they were the
yep.
first ones to do the Bluetooth to the phone.
You know, Wayne, I tried to get some guys together down here and do just that. Uh, uh, without the oysters, I don't eat oysters anymore. Well, I love them, but ever since they came out with that bacteria, 5 or 6 years
I've
ago,
seen some people
I
die like almost
yeah,
instant from them. Yeah,
yep. Well,
a bad
I
oyster.
yeah, I only ate them fried afterwards, but
Oh, okay, yeah,
man,
the raw. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, the raw ones is really,
yeah.
really well. I think they do mostly farm raised now. I think,
Hmm.
but
Yeah, we'd go down to Florida when I was in the Air Force, and we go to a bar or whatever, and half a dozen, then another dozen, a dozen, eat like 4 dozen oysters with some hot sauce
yeah,
on
yep. Look at Chuck say you must be high now. That's
it.
funny. Any river fisherman in chat on locating crappie in rivers? Fish the Mississippi River near Savannah, Illinois. Water was 4 foot high and temp 47 degrees.
Wow.
2 mile per hour current in main channel. Stayed in backwaters. You know that Mississippi, man. That river would be
Oh
very
yeah,
challenging for me because some areas of it is so deep,
yeah.
60, 70 foot deep. There's usually always current.
Hmm.
Uh, and but that current sort of, like you said, fishing the backwaters. I think it would push those fish out of the current, look for the eddies. But being having that depth of water, but here's another thing that you may want to take into consideration is the Mississippi, from what I know, is usually always muddy.
Right.
So the deeper water, you can basically just cancel those areas. You can cancel those areas. I would say anywhere from 5 to 15 foot of water is what I would concentrate my time on.
Right.
And you can look on a map and find that, and also look behind the bends, where it would be out of the current. Those are things that will concentrate those crappie. Backwaters, behind bends, behind points with that depth, and I bet you get on some fish that way.
Right.
But that 47-degree water temp, I'm not for sure. What does it, Major Brown? Do you ever fish it in the summertime? What temp does that Mississippi get up to?
He's in Illinois, so he's way up north.
Yeah, yeah, way up there.
Yeah. If I don't know if it freezes now. It depends how deep it is, but I bet you some
Yeah,
areas freeze up there. 'Cause I
yeah.
lived in Illinois for around what was the city? Man, I went to Chanute in the Air Force. Man, I can't remember. Randolph and Rantoul, Illinois,
Uh huh.
and
Uh
it
huh.
got cold,
Hmm.
60 below. You know what I mean with that wind chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no joke.
Yeah.
The Great Plains, I guess they call up there. That
Yeah.
wind just rolls through.
Yep. Major, I'll tell you this: with that significant change in water depth, that the 4 foot high, I'm gonna tell you now. I've got a saying for even down here, man. Is that those fish go under the dirt, and a
Yeah,
lot of people don't understand what. Hey, that Lake Houston is not an easy lake to fish at all. Yes, there are times you can go out there and it's fairly easy. Any Joe Blow can go out there and catch crappie every now and again. I'm talking about being consistent on fish, regardless of the conditions. That lake is very tough, and when you fish a lake like that and go out there and scan areas that you know that should hold fish and don't find fish, don't see fish, they can't leave the lake. So where else can they go?
yeah, yeah.
You know, and there's some areas that got high banks on this lake. So when the water's down, you can look at these banks and see big old you know holes that go inside of the bank.
Right,
And I I I, I just feel that those fish they go in a cave somewhere. It sounds crazy, but I don't know of no other way of
right.
explaining it.
Yeah.
It does say smoke them if you got them. Daniel says, has anybody ever used a Bub's Daddy aerator
Yeah,
for
I
your
I own one. Yep. Speaking of
really?
that, I just sent mine in for a free upgrade. He put a new pump on it, and now he uses a USB-C plug instead
Huh.
of the a proprietary plug he had before.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's
So
real
what
good.
what does it look like?
Here, hold on. I'll go grab it. It's right
All
here.
right. Black Smoke said, fire it up. No slack outdoors. What's going on, man? That Bubba Blade Pro Scale is a beast. You're the first person I've known that said that they own one that I know of. I know more people have them, but you're the first person that I know that has it. What's going on, Squiddo? Only fried oysters for me. That's right. And raw fish is for bait only. That's funny. Mr. Gino says, I fish rivers up here. Sometimes I have to use a barrel weight. Wow.
Yeah.
I was caught up. Now I'm back behind. Yep, the
Oh,
backwater sloughs were super clear, but couldn't locate any fish. So I mean, if it's clear, I mean, you got to find that median water. It's just like right now. I'm getting ready to put my foot in my mouth. Lake Houston, the better fish that I'm finding is in the river, in the muddy water. That's where I'm finding the more aggressive fish is in the muddy water. That pretty green water, it looks good and it sort of builds your morale. But man, them fish have been tough in that.
Right.
Yep, Steve, I'm in Chicago.
Okay. Yep. Yep. You're just a little north of Rantoul.
Yeah. Murdoch says, Major, I fished the Mississippi River in Mississippi, and I would try to find some oxbow lakes and look for laydowns.
Yep.
Get away from that current. Yes, sir.
Yep. Oh, the breaks or
Yep.
yep.
Chauncey, hey guys, glad to be here. First time joining.
All
Thank you for
right.
joining
Yep.
us.
Welcome,
Hopefully,
man.
you'll find it
Yep.
good enough to come back next week. Dunn said you should be able to tell the difference from a good oyster and a bad oyster. I enjoy eating them raw with a couple of cold beers and plenty of hot sauce and lemon.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I used to, but
Yeah, I used to too. I don't think I've done it in the last year, but yeah, I'm leaning away from it now. Like you said, fried. I'll do them
yep,
fried.
yeah. Murdoch says if you're forced to use the main river, hunt the bankside of the wing dams and the backside of bridge pilings or the backside of a point. Yep, that's right, Murdoch. I agree 100%. Chauncey says, Steve, what is the website for your products you were discussing?
Oh, just limits tackle. Just send me a message on the specials, and then I'll yeah, limits tackle on Facebook.
Yeah, man, you gotta get that. Man, I've had some people do some good talking. They
Hmm.
want to make some purchases, but they say, man, tell me to get a website going.
Oh, I know. I need to do
You
that.
got to do it, man.
Yep.
You
Yep.
got
Yep.
to.
Yep.
It would be such a boost
Yeah.
for you.
Yep. Yep. Then I'll be too busy. Then I
Yep,
can't fish.
yep. You're gonna have to fill them shelves up back
Yep.
there.
Yep.
But yeah, Chauncey, he works off of just contact info,
Yeah. Limits
email.
tackle. Yeah.
He puts his cell number out there and also
Yep.
on Facebook.
Yep.
We catch them occasionally in the Lock Canal here on the Ohio River, mostly in the feeder creeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Chuck. Mr. Gino says, I have found fish under a cut bank before, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Do you know anyone catching 50-pound catfish? I don't.
Yeah. And Lake Tawakoni, and that's like big catfish. You're talking. I think the record's 98 pounds there.
Wow.
It might be over 100.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh
Blue
yeah. Then
cat?
the yep. They do big cat trips, like a big crappie trip. They do big cat
Uh huh.
trips, 50 pounds and over. That's a
Cool.
fight. They drift. They drift with Chad.
Jeff says, Steve sent you an order.
Yep, I seen it, Jeff.
Chuck says he has to dodge the floating bodies up there near Chicago.
Oh man.
Dunn says, I like a good old fried oyster po' boy,
Oh
New
yeah.
Orleans style.
Yep.
That's some good eating. Should it be unlimited tackle?
I know. I got a
No,
lot.
it's limits for
Yep.
limits of crappie.
Right.
And, man, you know what I'm just now noticing?
We got the
Look
same
at your
shirt.
shirt and look at the
Yeah, I got the
same
same, and we
daggone
didn't even
shirt.
talk about it. And it wasn't even planned. Yep.
That's crazy, man.
Have a crappie day.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
just now
Here's
noticing
that
that.
Bub's daddy I was gonna show. So
Let
basically
me
it's
blow you up.
yeah.
Let me blow you up.
He took a waterproof case. So it has three sides. You open it up. And you don't have to open it up. But there's a space for lithium batteries. I only got two because it'll last 2-3 days. And then he's got a marine pump in there, and then you close it. So you never have to open it because you charge it. See, on this side, he has this is your adjustment,
Huh.
and you can probably hear it, the pump running.
There's a lot of those YouTube guys that use minnows that need that
Yeah. So this is and it's adjustable speed for the pump. Then here's your T handle for your hose,
for
your
your
aquarium
hose
hose, and then this is a USB C
charging port.
plug. Yep, to charge it.
Cool.
So and it has a clip on
Yeah.
the back, clips on your angle or whatever you're using, and
Yeah.
this thing will last 4 or 5 trips on one charge.
Wow.
And then,
Yeah. A
or you
lot of
can just
those.
plug it in your boat and you know what I mean, and run it off a
Yeah.
USB plug.
A lot of those minnow dunkers that make YouTube videos, they need that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's the most annoying sound is that little box that's so loud.
yeah.
That will
But
that will make
it
their
put and
videos a
then it
lot
comes
lot
with
better.
a diffuser for the bottom, and I can't. I think it's an 8 inch, 6 or 8 inch diffuser for it.
Can't fool us. Oh, dude, it didn't work like that. I'm just not noticing it.
Yeah,
Tell you
yeah.
the
I
truth.
noticed it earlier. Yeah,
Did you?
yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
think I still have a
wait a
few
minute.
shirts left. I'll have to get the
Okay.
sizes.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Murdoch says, y'all quit talking about food. I'm hungry and I'm on a diet. It's too late to eat.
Yeah.
Give me a break. I need to join you on that diet, Murdoch. Man, I've gained some weight here past couple months. Yeah, I've changed my eating habit, been eating late and all of that. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Daniel says, I was impressed when I went out with a guy that had one of those and they were so quiet. I
Yeah.
can't wait to get one.
It's better than the bubbler. What's the other
Yeah.
ones? The bubbler or
Mr.
something.
Bubbles or whatever it is. Mr. Bubbles, I think
I
it's
can't
called.
remember how much they were. You just go on Bub's Daddy. He's on Facebook. I even
Huh.
bought the aerator for my boat aerator system. I think it was 120, 130. He gives you, it's a dual pump setup, and then he gives you all the lines, two 14-inch diffusers, one for each side of the live well, and a remote control setup. So I'm at my console, hit the remote, my aerators come on. When I want them off,
Hmm.
just hit the remote when it's off. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huh.
Wireless. It hooks up to your battery, but the remote controls wireless.
You say, well, how do I get my royalty?
Yeah, I've had that thing for 5, 6 years. But he came out with
Yeah.
a free upgrade. And you mail it to him. He upgraded the pumps and put the USB C, and then you pay for shipping back. So
Wow.
yeah, I
That's
just
pretty
got it
good.
back last week. Yep.
That's super cool.
And if you need any live well stuff, this guy is like the live well guru. I'm gonna ask him if he wants to come on the show one day. It's pretty good. He has a lot of
Cool.
good knowledge about keeping fish alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I
fished
wouldn't
tournament. I
mind.
never lost a fish, in the tournament. And that I
Yeah.
see a lot of people losing fish.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
I need to upgrade mine.
Yeah.
The one on my boat, I mean, I can't hear because it's up under my console,
Right.
but it's just one of those little Mr. Bubbles
Yeah.
boxes or
Yeah.
whatever it is. On a switch, I hit the switch, it comes on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A 12-volt, Mr. Bubbles. Yeah.
Yep. 12-volt. Yep. Don says, hoping tomorrow night I will be frying some fresh speckled trout served with some beans, ham hocks, bacon, and rice with mustard greens.
Oh man,
Man,
that's cool.
tell you what, man, speckled trout that's some really good eating. I can eat those right beside some crappie and have me a great meal.
Yeah.
Murdoch says, "What's a minnow?"
Yeah. I think tomorrow night's gonna be. I bought a brand new Lodge cast iron. I think either
Cool,
tomorrow or Friday is gonna. I'm gonna fry some crappie in it for the first time.
cool,
Yep.
super crispy,
Yep. Yep. You fill it up
super
so you
crispy.
don't have to flip the crappie, or you flip it.
No, I flip it. That
Okay.
way, yeah, because when you put the each side on the cast iron,
Right.
it crispies it up a lot more.
Okay. Okay. So put
Yeah,
enough oil to get half of it, and then the other half. What? About
exactly.
2 minutes each side.
Yeah, if you start off at 350,
Yeah.
325 somewhere in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's really quick,
Okay.
in and out. Yep. Wayne says specs yummy.
Oh yeah.
There's Steve's email.
Yep. Yep. There's my
Anybody?
email. Yep. Just
Yep.
hit me up and any questions you have. Just yep. And if you don't have Facebook, you need pictures of some stuff, I'll just text it to you, or
Yeah.
I'll just text it to you. I have a library on my phone, but it's more for the bait profiles because I make any color you need. If
Yeah.
you used to, a lot of guys text me and they said, "Hey, I used to buy this bait 10 years ago and I can't find it no more." I'll make it for you
Yeah.
because that's that confidence level. They use that thing
That's
for
right.
years. They're confident, and when they don't make it, now their confidence is down.
Yep.
Yep.
Wayne says our flounder limits in Texas stink. There ain't no flounder limit right now. You can't catch them. The whole month of November, you can't catch them.
Oh man.
Can't keep them. Yep. And Super Dave just dropped a link to my contact if you want to get out on a boat with me and learn how to live scope and end up with your great day of on the water and a great sack of fresh, never frozen, tasty crappie fillets. The Bullock, what's going on, my man? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, the bullet.
Dunn says, when I get back, SK, I will be heading back the following week for 4 days in Lake Okeechobee. Sakalay. Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah.
That's what's up right
Yeah,
there,
I heard they
man.
got some big fish in Okeechobee.
Yeah.
And then the St. John River, that's full of them black crappie, big old black.
Uh huh.
That's what I want, a 3 pound black. Oh man. I'm gonna
Yep.
try to get me one this winter. I know a couple lakes with some big blacks in them.
Uh huh. Any questions? I know that I try to talk as much as I can about Jr. I know he's dedicated. He's been
Yep.
staying at it,
Yep.
and that's what it takes. We got a
Right.
couple guys that's just popped up with live scope and it's all fun and games when you just look at it on the video. Oh
Yep.
man, that's super easy. Look at, they can see
Right.
the fish, you can see your bait. But I'm telling you, the boat control to make it possible
Yep.
that you can see that fish and match
Yep.
those dots up where that jig is right there
Right.
is not easy.
And just practice. You don't even have
And
to
it
catch a
takes
fish to practice.
That's
Just
right.
know where your target zone is and just
Yep,
practice on any type of structure and
that's
keep it
right.
there. Keep
Yep,
it on that structure for 10 minutes. You know what I
yep,
mean? Just practice.
that's right. Don't even worry about catching
Yep.
fish.
Yep. Just keep it on that structure for
Just
10 minutes.
keep your boat
Yep.
on that structure.
Keep what I do is I'll have the structure at 10 foot out from my on my live scope, and I won't even drop a pole. I'll just keep that brush at 10 foot for
Yeah.
10 minutes, and then I'll be like, okay. Then I'll back up, come back in the wind from a different direction, and then do it again.
Mhm.
Move my boat into the wind. I notice on the Ranger, it it takes longer to start moving because it's a bigger boat,
Mhm.
and
Right.
then just the boat controls a little. Almost the basics are the same, but it's just learning a different boat.
That's right.
Even like getting on plane pad and stuff, this thing is like totally different. It's smooth. It was 15 miles an hour winds. I was going into it, and I'm doing 55, and it's smooth as day. With my Stratus, I would have been up and down. That's when you get home and your kidneys are hurting or your back. Well, this thing
Yeah.
is it's a big difference.
Yeah. I can imagine that with that boat being so much bigger and heavier, it drifts a lot farther
Yep,
too.
exactly.
So
Yep,
you're having to feather it a lot
yep,
easier to
yep,
to not
exactly. Yep,
overshoot your pile
yep,
too.
exactly.
And I'm gonna tell you that I can, like today I fished out of my dinghy, right? I mean, I just bump that troll motor and bam, I'm right there.
Yep. Yep.
And if there's any wind, like there's been wind, it stops me.
Yep.
But tomorrow I'll be on the Dargle, and like you said, you got to ramp up that speed
Yep.
to get it to move.
Right.
But you also got to take into consideration how far is this boat going to drift once you get off that troll
Right.
motor.
And I kept
You have
the
to pay
trolling motor
attention to
on
that.
3 out of 10 on the Garmin, and I'd
Yeah,
have to feather it,
yeah,
and it was with a little wind.
yeah.
So when it's no wind, I keep it on 2. When I'm, keeping on the structure,
Uh huh.
and then I just let it go, and I'll notice that boat drifting away. Then I'll feather it again, and have enough momentum to when that boat stops, I'm at my target range.
Right.
And you learn it after a while, you know.
Yep. It just on the water.
Yep. Yep.
And but another thing too that I've had people tell me is they can't get how to move their rod to make sure that that jig is lined up with the fish.
Right.
And even though that screen is left and right, it's like it's turned the opposite direction. And I mean, it's kind of hard to say it,
Right.
but I mean, that's one of the things that you really need to either get on the boat with a guide or go with a buddy
Yep.
that
To learn.
understands it to learn that
Yep.
part of
That's
it.
the first thing people say is they think they're going left and right, and it's not. It's
It's
forward and
not
back. Yep.
forward and
I
back.
don't know
Yeah,
why.
only
It's
time
that's
you're moving left and right is for the bright to
yep.
match
Yep.
the brightness
Exactly.
of the
Yep.
jig and the fish.
And then I told them, and then it was a buddy in Cleburne, never seen live scope before.
Yeah.
Next drop, same thing, left, right.
Yep.
Yep. It's
Yep.
just
I
in his
run into that a
mind. That's
lot.
what he thought.
Yep. I'll
Yep.
get about a foot from a fish most of the time, and I'll be like, "Where did the jig go?" And I look, and the client got his rod way over to the
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Bring your rod
Yep.
back to the left.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Yep. New lodge pans are harder to season than the old ones. I totally
Yep.
agree, Mike.
Yeah. Mine
I
came
got
preseason. Pretty good. They did a pretty
yeah.
good job.
I got a little 6 inch.
Hmm.
I hadn't got that thing right yet.
Yeah.
I just
Yep.
got it for
I noticed
for
the middle got
breakfast.
seasoned real fast.
Yeah, that's where
Yep.
probably the most heat is.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, that thing. I did some boneless, skinless thighs. I marinated them. I
Uh huh.
fit 8 thighs in that thing.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
beast.
Oh yeah, and I pan seared them, and then I
Uh huh.
what I like about it, I pan seared them, grabbed it, put it right in the oven. About
Yeah.
15 minutes, them thighs were done. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Ain't
don't
nothing
have
like
to
cooking
transfer
in
a
that cast
pan and
iron.
put it
Yeah.
on another sheet.
What I
Yep.
what I want to find is a lid for that big 15.
Oh yeah,
That's
that'd
what
be
I
nice.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cast
Yeah.
iron lid be the best. Like
Yeah,
make it
that's
a
what I'm
Dutch
talking
oven.
about.
A
Yeah,
Dutch oven.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. Super
Yep.
Dave say he's after a three
Yep.
pound black too.
Oh, they're over there by you, Cindy Cooper. Super Dave,
Yeah.
I don't know how long of a drive it is for you. Probably 4 or 5 hours, I would think, maybe 3. Yeah, they got not a lot of 3 pound blacks, but they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bullock said that he had uh I guess he's saying my buddy Kim. I don't think Kim think he's my buddy, but on
Oh,
his show tonight doing some jig time. That's
oh,
what's up.
cool. Yep, that's cool.
What time you come on, Bullock? What time and what day you come on?
He said tonight, I guess
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah. Darren says there's plenty of 2 pounds in the lake and an occasional 2.5 to
Yeah.
3.
I know that St. John's River has some big old blacks.
Yeah, that's what the one he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Murdoch, live scope will show you just how many fish you can't
yep,
catch.
yep.
I totally agree.
And you actually stop wasting time on live scope a lot of times.
Yep.
Yep,
I'll tell you this. I have so many clients that wait. Hey, let's give me one more chance. Just give me,
yeah,
dude. The
yeah,
fish has already looked at your
yeah,
bait. He's not going to eat it. Let's go find some fish that we can put in the boat.
yep.
I
And
have to
then,
say that
yep,
several times a
after
trip.
10 times, 20 times
Yeah,
a trip, you just
yeah,
wasted an hour.
that's
Yep,
right.
or more.
Yep, yep. Even with moving that rod to the
Yep,
right,
yep, yep.
and the I'm a foot away from this fish,
Right.
but his jig is out of the cone
Yep,
because he moved his rod to the right.
Can they see the direction your trolling motor's at all the time,
It's right
or
there, but
okay?
they're like this.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Screen, yeah,
The screen is the
yeah,
only thing
yeah,
that they
yeah.
take that note of. I
Right.
mean, and most of the guys are leaning forward, and this is all. So
Yeah.
they don't. The troll
Right.
motor means
Yeah.
nothing to them,
Yeah.
but that comes with time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I
need to
got
get out for
so
some
good
good
with it.
crappie fishing.
I don't even have to look at the screen. As long what I do is I memorize 8 foot out, 8 foot deep. I already know
Yeah.
my rod setup. I already
Uh
know
huh.
where to drop it. I don't even have to look at the screen.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of people like looking at the screen to guide them. I'm like, no, you guide
Yeah.
yourself. That's just for a
Right.
reference.
Right.
I feel the thump just as good as seeing a thump.
Yep. I man, Wayne say he got his yard cut before the rain came. Come on to my house, cut
Yeah, I'm
mines
gonna
too.
try to cut mine early, 8:30. I don't like cutting it before 8:30, but I hear people 8 o'clock be cutting the grass.
Yeah. Well, it's against our HOA.
Oh, okay. What time
Yeah, we got
can you start?
8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. JR says my deep V low, which sits so high, makes it tough in the wind to stay on fish very long. Um, yeah. One thing that I'm gonna tell you, Jr. is make sure that you're facing into the wind. I know some days that can be very tough,
Right. Yep.
and adjust your troll motor speed, and then
Yep.
just on off, on
Yep.
off,
Yep.
on off, on off. Even doing that just without even looking. I mean, just
Yep.
on off, on off. Just
Yep.
keep
Practice.
that boat to where it's just yeah.
Yep.
You have to do that.
Yep.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, there are some times in my dinghy that I put my troll motor on one and leave it on,
Yeah.
because if I get off of it, the wind blows me back
Right.
instantly.
Yep.
And that me leaving it on one, stand pointing into the wind at that brush pile, gives me that time to reach out there, put that jig there, and work it.
Right.
Get that fish time to work to see it and react to it. Wayne says, have a life jacket and plenty of fresh water with you, without a doubt. Not just have your life jacket with you, but have it on if you're on the water. Jeff says the limit on flounder in November is 2 per person. No, I don't think so. I think they got it shut down to 0.
Hmm. I
The
wonder
month of
why.
November is shut. Well, they had a dieback,
Oh,
so they
okay.
say. Yeah, and this is supposed to be their spawning month.
Yep.
Chuck Adams says, throw that skillet in the
Oh,
fire
yeah. Yep.
when you're at deer camp.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what's up.
Yeah, you got to get them hot
Yeah. Yep. And they keep that heat. That's what's good. Every Wednesday night at eight
at
thirty
8:30. Hey
Eastern.
man, you running into my time.
That's 7:30 our time.
Oh, it's ET.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's Eastern time. Yeah, that's right. That's cool.
He probably runs an hour. I'm thinking.
Yeah, most people. I think I'm the only one crazy enough to try to run two. But man,
Yeah.
this 2 hours run
Yeah.
so
Oh
fast, it's
yeah.
unreal.
Yep. Yep.
And everybody gotta like it because they
Yep.
stay with
Yep.
us.
Yep.
I know it's super tough on Dave. With him
Yeah.
being in that different time zone. But he's even here, for the whole show.
Okay. Cajun
Murdoch
cast
says
iron.
Cajun
Okay.
cast iron. I bet they have a lid. Okay, okay. If I'm not mistaken, they can forge one for you. Cajun
That's
cast
cool.
iron.
Yeah.
Oh, where'd my pen go to? Oh, right here.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Cajun cast iron.
Yeah. I cooked me some oxtails tonight. Oh
Man.
man, they were good. Yeah. I went to the butcher, got them cut 2 inches thick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, put them on the smoker about 4 hours. Then I put them in the pressure cooker with some collards for 30 minutes. Oh
Huh.
man. Then my wife made some butter beans and some bacon.
Sweet. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah. Yeah.
You know
She
I
likes
love them.
them Great Northern. She
Yeah.
likes the Great Northerns. I like them. They're good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man, that was good. Yeah, she whipped
Yeah.
that together. I went to the butcher. I got oxtails and I got the Wright's bacon with the rind on it. Oh man,
Uh-huh.
I'm addicted to that stuff. Yeah. Oh man,
You fried up crunchy?
I bought 5 pounds and then
Oh
I
wow.
divided.
How
Yeah.
you do it? Is it thick?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's real thick and it's hickory
Yeah.
smoked.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. And I'm not a
That's what's
bacon
up.
guy. I'm a sausage. I like the
Uh-huh.
patties. Man, I'm
Yeah.
hooked to that stuff. With
Yeah.
that rind, it's nice and tough. Oh man, I want
Yeah.
to do some pork belly. That's then my next thing. I used
Yeah.
to when I was
Make
a
your own
kid.
bacon.
They used to cut it in chunks and fry it, and it was
Uh-huh.
like not like a chicharron, but because that's more crispy. But these have some meat on it. Yeah, and you
Huh.
deep fry it. Oh man, that's so good.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Done asked, do you bleed your crappie? I don't.
I've have when I catch them real deep. And what I was gonna let me grab one thing real quick. I was gonna since he's talking
Okay.
about bleeding.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, the crappie are so clean. The taste is so clean, regardless of how you do it. But I don't want to deal with the mess of the blood everywhere. Now, I know you can, throw it in your live, do it at your live well, but it's, I want my jig back wet, targeted at next fish. But I do know of some people that do it. Okay, Mike says that Academy used to carry the lids. Huh. I have to look into that. But this is for a 15-inch cast iron. I don't know if they're gonna have one that big.
Yeah,
We talked about anything from panfish to catfish. There you go.
this is um, Captain Coleman designed this thing. It's made by B&M, and it's a fish checker. And this
Oh,
thing is
okay, yeah.
huge. It goes all the way to 16-inch crappie.
Wow. How thick is it?
Oh, it's real thick. It's like solid.
No, no, no. I mean the opening. How
Oh
how,
yeah,
how
that's
big is the
big.
opening?
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, you know how people will get a 2 pound crappie and they can't. This thing will fit
Yeah.
2 pound crappie like no problem.
Cool.
And then it has a bleeder scale on it. See the little line,
Uh huh.
and it has how long your crappie is. Say it's 13 inches. There's a 13-inch hash mark there, and that's where you put the needle in.
Huh.
Yep, and it lines up right where the bleed bladder is. Yep, and you put your
Huh.
lead in, you fizz the fish right there, and that's one of the reasons I bought it. If you could see it, you got a
Yeah.
you got a slot, and you get the
So
ruler.
is that the pop the air bladder or is that the
Yep,
bleed 'em?
the air bladder. If you
Oh,
catch them
okay.
like 40
Yeah.
feet deep
Really deep.
and they
Yeah.
start
Want to
blowing up,
release them? Yeah.
yep, yep. Yeah, this thing is. I Byron was on my boat and he was like, "Man, why you got such a big thing?" I'm like, "I don't play. I'm going after them big crappie in the wintertime." Yeah, in the wintertime, you know what I mean?
Right.
And Tawakoni, you'll catch a 10-inch crappie, and that
It'd
thing
be
will
real
be,
thick.
oh yeah, huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that thing was like $20, and I'll never have to buy another one. I don't
Right.
like them little small ones. That one's for like little barely keeper
Bluegill,
size.
huh?
Yeah,
Bluegill.
yeah, yeah. You
If it's
want
10, what's that saying? The
to?
10, the ones checking for 10-inch fish. Them the
Yeah,
ones,
yeah.
not the ones checking
Nah.
for 13,
Yeah.
14-inch
Yep.
fish.
Exactly. Yep. That's a
Yeah,
man
JR.
checker.
That's the dates that I know of right there. November 1st to December 15th. No
Oh,
flounder
okay.
in Texas.
Oh wow.
Yep. Dunn said it reopens here in Florida December 1st
Oh, okay.
for flounder. Mike says Academy used to carry the big cast iron lids. Oh wow. I'm gonna have to check
Okay.
with that then.
Yeah. Have to measure it and
Wayne say you want my lazy boy.
what
I'm the only.
what brand do the Academy sell? Do they sell large? I think
Yeah, they sell
I
large
thought they
too.
did. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
I got mine on
I'm in
Amazon.
the cast iron business. I have every cast iron you can think of. Man,
Oh,
me
cool,
too. I
man.
don't have every one that you can
Yeah.
think of, but I have a few of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna build a nice fire pit outside the shop, and then I'll be cooking out there with cast irons. That's what
Right.
my
Yep.
goal. Even the ones that the kettles that hang, yeah, I
Right.
want to do
Yeah.
some like
Yeah.
gumbo in
The
them, and
tripod.
yep,
Yeah.
yep, that's pretty cool stuff.
Big time.
Yep, I
Just
don't know if
cooking.
you
Hey,
guys.
I'm gonna tell you this. We I don't remember who it was I was talking to. I don't remember who it was. But man, we was talking about camp cooking and how just cooking outdoors on an open flame
Oh yeah,
intensifies the flavor of
yep, yep,
everything you
yep,
cook.
yep,
And it's unreal how much better fish tastes that's
yeah,
cooked on an open flame, man.
yep.
I'm talking about it is crazy.
Man, I don't know if you guys social media. There's a guy that makes it's called the rocket stove, and he's
Uh-huh.
got this. He
Oh
puts
yeah, yeah. The little
kindling
tube
in
that
there.
comes up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yep,
thing's pretty. I'm gonna
yeah.
buy one. I'm gonna buy a big
Hmm.
one. It's pretty cool. Then you can put a wok on it. You can put
Yeah,
different attachments. It's
yeah.
pretty.
If I
Yep.
was still still working, I'd
Yeah.
be able to make that with no problem.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's pretty
It
cool.
ain't but 3-inch tubing.
Yep. Yep. And then it comes
That's
up in
all
a
it is.
platform. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah. It does it pretty nice with the wheels. Even as the bumper attachment, you put it
right.
in your hitch.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yep, yep.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd want to do that, but
Yeah.
it's
He
pretty
people are
cool.
picking it up and driving 3 4 hours on the hitch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Murdoch says this live is the highlight of the week for him. Work don't let me fish like I want. This keeps me fired up.
Oh, cool. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you,
Good
Mr.
stuff,
Murdoch.
man. We're here for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Share the wealth.
Super Dave says, please
Yep.
hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't
Yep.
already.
And I
I'd
sit
really
here, we're
appreciate it.
talking, and I'm learning a lot of
That's
times,
right.
you know?
That's what
Yep.
it's all about.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know it
man,
all. It's just
I
like,
ain't never thought of that, you know?
yeah, just like what Murdoch said a while ago. There ain't no understanding crop, and I
Right.
know that. But to
Yep.
hear it
Yep.
boost my confidence
Yep.
up, saying
Yep.
I'm not
Yep.
doing anything wrong. I just need to
Right.
keep hunting.
Yep. Yep.
And that's what it's about.
Yep. And this weekend, I might try it, you know what I mean? Be like,
That's
hey,
right.
next week, I'll be like, hey, you remember what you said? That works.
Exactly.
Yep.
John says, "What map do you guys use to figure out or learn a lake?" Right now, I'll just fire either my hummingbird up and use that, or my Gorman, because and both of them are very detailed, uh, and that's what I use right now. There is iBoats, I think it is that I
Yeah.
use.
Even Active Captain has maps on it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it
Yep.
does.
Yep.
It's not very detailed on
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
contours though.
Yep. 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 But I
Let
use
me
Navionics as a free web app, it's called. And you can do it on your home computer, and you
uh-huh.
can it's pretty good just for contours and just learning on your phone
Right.
while the wife's shopping in the shopping center and you're in your car for a half hour.
Mhm.
I'll get on there and just play around.
That's right. I think it's iBoats, I wanna say, and it's free. Navionics is one also,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, web
I
app.
use, yeah, it's a web app.
Yeah.
They have a free version. Man, I think it's iBoats. I'd have to look it up, but right now, I'll fire my unit up. I got the plug for my Gorman and
Yeah.
my Hummingbird. I can just use it here in the house and open the map up. Great thing to do before you head to a new lake.
Oh yeah. Yep.
There you go, Jeff. Wayne says Steve ate at Oxtails in Houston. That's
Oh
what's up.
cool. Yeah, they're good.
Best part, bet the
Yep.
most flavorful piece of beef there
Oh
is on the
yeah.
island.
It's real rich in flavor.
Yep,
Yep.
that's from fanning all that crap they let out.
Yeah, I never really the last 4 or 5 months I've been eating them. I've
Yeah,
had them before, but not that much.
I've been eating them for, man.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
Yep.
Man, I don't do steaks anymore, but I can't
Right.
let my oxtails
Yeah.
go. Jeff says I looked on TPW and they closed it. Yep, November to December or 14th
Okay.
to 15th, somewhere in there. Murdoch says I got a 20-inch
Oh
cast iron.
man.
Wow, Pat, that I rarely use. I have the devil keeping it seasoned. on the outside. Any suggestions?
That's a
Uh,
good one for a fire.
yes,
20
sir.
inch. Oh
20
yeah.
inch. Man, that's a
Oh, you cook
big,
some
big.
serious steaks in there.
Yep.
Man, I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I know they make big kettle. I know in Louisiana they do gumbo, jambalaya, and then big
Yeah.
kettle
Yep.
ones.
Them great big old
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'd know how to cook if I had cooked like that.
They use an ore. They got like a steel ore.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's pretty cool.
Murdoch, man, that's keeping it outside, man. It's probably gonna have to be seasoned, you know, every few months or so.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I can imagine how heavy that thing is.
exactly.
Is it round? It's more than likely. Is it a skillet? He didn't say.
Yeah. He says a pot.
Yeah. Oh man.
Time for me to hit the hay. All right, Mr. Dunn,
All
man,
right.
we'll
Take care,
appreciate you.
man. Enjoy the trip.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt. And catch a bunch of fish, man.
Yeah. Come back and
Take some pictures, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and put it on the website or
Yeah.
on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike said he got some huge cast iron pans also, plus a
Okay.
huge pot that has to stay outside.
Man.
Man, that's pretty cool. Steve, do you download quick draw maps from the community on Active Captain?
No, I haven't done that. I know some people that do, but I haven't done it.
Yeah, no, I don't mess with that. I'm
Yeah.
scared that I'm gonna post too much stuff, maybe my stuff on with all my waypoints on
Community
there.
edits, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Daniel says, SK, when will you offer up some deer hog hunts since you won't share that sausage you make? I do share that sausage I make. Now I'm on a lease, man, and the way leases work, well most leases. This guy's pretty strict on the guns that pay as to what go there. I mean, we can take family members, my son, but as far as us bringing just friends and stuff like
Right.
that, he sort of frowns at it.
Yeah.
I wish I could, man, because we got
Yeah.
a bunch of hogs on that place. I'm probably gonna have to start doing some night hunting for them here after a while because they've well, I think it's just due to this warm up that we've had. But I was in the woods this weekend, man, and I mean it was just I seen more deer. I see a bunch of deer, but the hogs were nocturnal. I think
Right.
it's just due to the warm up. No, I didn't shoot a deer. Didn't see anything I wanted. Seen some chasing. Seen plenty of doe. Seen some spikes. Some small bucks, but nothing that I want to shoot. Murdoch says it's a Dutch oven. Okay, okay. I
Okay.
bought it to do jambalaya. There you go. Keep it in the house. It weighs about 100 pounds. Ain't
Man,
that something?
I could go for some good jambalaya. Oh man.
Yep, without a doubt. It's not really hard to cook though.
No, no, it ain't.
Yeah,
Nope. But
that's
gumbo,
so cool.
I've been craving some gumbo. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to go out and get me a nice bowl.
yeah. That's what's up. So when you next time you getting out?
Um, I just gotta do this wiring. I'll probably do that in the morning. It's gonna rain tomorrow, so that's a good day to do orders and work on my boat.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
get caught up.
thinking Saturday, probably Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's a north wind, but it's gonna be pretty light. 10.
Yeah.
I'll go to a lake with a dam on the north end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
that'll block.
predicting rain Friday through the weekend into next week.
Oh
So
man.
I I doubt I go out.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm not even for sure. I knew JJ was putting together a little tournament on Lake
Yeah,
Conroe.
Sunday.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not even sure that that's going to happen because we're
Yeah.
supposed to have quite a bit of rain.
You have a trip tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh huh. Yeah, the rain don't get here till tomorrow evening, so hopefully I'll
Okay. Yeah, you're
be able
good.
to have that
Yeah.
knocked out and fish filleted and all that
Yeah.
before I have to get wet. But I'm gonna try to figure them out tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me that those fish were in that shallow. I'm not talking about small. Some of my
Right.
bigger fish I caught today came out of three
Right.
foot of water.
Bam.
right up against the bank.
Man.
It's just crazy. And what made me think about it, I seen a shad dart from over there. I said, was that a bass? I wonder if that was a
Huh.
crappie that was chasing from us. So I just started looking, really looking up there on
Right.
that bank and looked up under that log land right there, and there go a big old
Man.
shiny dot up under it. I said, look at that, would you? Just super crazy right now, man. These fish are so scattered. But it's like I say, I'm a man of my word.
Yep.
I honor my guarantee. So
Yep.
if you
Yep.
book a trip with me and we don't catch a good sack of fish, guess what? We
Yep.
reschedule you to a better day,
Yep.
and that's what I like about it. Well, Steve, I think
Yep.
I'm
It's been
about
good.
tapped out. If
Yep.
don't nobody else have any more
Yeah.
questions, uh, I think we've covered some good stuff
Yep.
today. Y'all's fishing up there is pretty good. A
Yeah.
lot of
Yep.
people's on some good fish. Look like uh, uh, Louisiana's fish are just
Yep.
as tough as ours right now. A couple other people said some other states were
Yeah.
pretty tough, but I think it's just due to this warm up.
Transition, maybe.
They are in
Yeah.
transition, um, and but it's crappie fishing.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it's going to be challenging at times. It's challenging all the time, to tell you
Yep.
the truth. But that's the that's what make you appreciate those days you go out there and you can fill a cooler up.
Right.
You got to have those tough days to make you appreciate it.
Yep.
Super Dave, brother, I really do appreciate you, man. You're always here. You always dropping the links and always helping in the chat. Man, it really shows your love of crappie fishing, and I'm
Yep.
glad you chose this site, this platform
Yep.
to stay with us, man. And I really do appreciate it.
Yep.
You, Slick, Big Les don't come on anymore because he has to, he's having to work a lot,
Yeah.
just like Bluegill, uh, having to do a lot of working.
Yep.
So that's what we got to do to survive.
Yep.
Everyone be safe and wear your PFDs. Great live. Thank you, JR. Murdoch, man, I really do appreciate you hanging with us.
Yep.
You brought up some good information tonight. PFD, fat fingers. Yeah, I knew what you're talking about.
Yep.
PDF. You said PDF. I didn't even notice it. But you got anything else, Steve?
No, that's it, man. Yep.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back next week.
Yep.
I'm swamped. I would do a giveaway, but I'm just swamped right now. I got hats that are supposed to set out uh last week, and still hadn't did it. I'm backed up, and I know Steve is too.
Yeah.
He's been really tied up on
Yep.
his
Yep.
boat and
Yep.
doing orders over there.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we'll
trying
we'll
to
do a
get it
good
all
giveaway.
done. When I'm done, it's gonna be. Oh man.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Oh, it's looking good
Yeah.
already.
Oh yeah. It's shining and. Yep.
Yep, without a doubt. Well,
Same time,
guys,
same flavor.
yes, sir.
Yep.
Y'all enjoy your weekend. Be careful out there.
Yep.
Those of you that get out in the water, be sure to wear your PFDs, as
Yep.
Super Dave I always say.
Yep.
And we will see y'all next week. Same time, same flavor.
Yep. See ya.